back into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Now the rookie fourth-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. From scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They find some open field here. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And he's got some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Tua now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Williams. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Second down and goal. Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. As they run the counter play. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
The Broncos had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Black Ultra.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Kevin Pierre-Louis, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. After the sack on 1st down,
Tua, they'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Tua going to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Tua to try again on 2nd down.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his right. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, remember, he had a fumble earlier in this first half and got saved, but no such saving here. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and as a coach and as a teammate, you're hoping that he learned from the first one. There was a lesson there.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater.
Gets the dump off to Pierce. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
46 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Tyler Beatty, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On play action, here's Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to go down again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready up.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
A first throw for the backup Wilson. And his first throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 5.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They run it again with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Man open left side, it's Williams. That's a room to run now. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Bridgewater. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Williams. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on...
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Third and goal for Bridgewater. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
DJ Jones.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Fairbairn able to put this one through.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
On the double.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 33. Off of play action. Tagovailoa.
Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
These guys are running offense when you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Tua's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Up the middle, it's Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Broncos will add to their fourth quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look for these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater.
That one caught downfield by Howard.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Here's Bridgewater.
And yet again, it's Howard with a catch.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Bridgewater with a keeper. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they take a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Denver, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride, nobody wave, we the ones who started it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, that's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust. We ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust.